And so, when young Annabel here asked me to look into the untimely death of her beloved Uncle Barty, I assumed that this was simply a case of a grieving niece unable to accept the tragic fragility of the human condition. However, what I have uncovered is a crime so fiendish, so dastardly, so brutal, that it has made me afraid for my very soul. Consequently, I have assembled you here in the drawing room to...
It's not a drawing room.
I beg your pardon?
It's not a drawing room, it's conference room C.
Very well. I have assembled you here in conference room C.
Aren't these things usually done in the library?
What?
In the library, that's what they say, isn't it? I must ask you to join me in the library.
True, but where would you find a library big enough these days? They're all in disused phone boxes now, aren't they? Swinging cuts, you
Exactly, Mr. Miller. It was a series of swinging cuts to the heart that ended the life of one Bartholomew Hastings. And...
There is one on Stoke Street.
What? One what?
A library, but it is only open 9 till 12 on Tuesdays and then 3 till 5 on Fridays. That's the only time Auntie Pat's free. She volunteers, you know, bless her. It's given her a new lease of life. She looks marvellous.
Indeed. And so it was that the lease of Mr. Hastings' life had all too short a date.
Shakespeare.
Due to the ruthless actions of his trusted...
If I might just collect your cups, please. And a quick reminder, you only have the room for 5 more minutes.
Really? The receptionist said we had it until 4.
Indeed. However, you failed to confirm your booking on the portal.
The portal?
Yes, sir. All our rooms are now available to book on our state-of-the-art online portal for the convenient confirmation of our valued customers.
You should have booked on the portal.
Fine! As I was saying, due to the ruthless actions of his trusted...
I can renew sir's password if sir wishes.
Yes, fine. Just put murder, 1, 2, 3, capital M for murder.
Sir will require a special character.
Fine! Put an exclamation mark. It was the special character of Bartholomew Hastings that led to...
And what was the name of your first pet?
Oh, for the love of God! I haven't got time for this. The butler did it.
Respectfully, sir, I am a conference coordination enhancement officer, and you'll never take me alive.
Congratulations, everyone. You've made it to the middle of the Hampton Court Hedge Maze. People have been getting lost here for over 300 years.
Couple of quick health and safety points. The pollen count is high, so take your antihistamines. Keep a close eye on your little ones. There's a minotaur in here somewhere, and it's a really beautiful day, so just make sure you've applied your sun lotion.
Whoa. Well, back it up a bit. What did you just say?
Suntan lotion. Factor 30 if you've got it, but anything's better than nothing.
Now back a little further.
Oh, the pollen count? Hay fever is a real concern.
You've gone back a little too far there. Split the difference?
Oh, the minotaur. Oh, that problem. I must have ticked the minotaur box by mistake. London Zoo run a breeding programme called More Minotaur, and they're keen to get rewilded. We've said no before, but when it comes to minotaurs, they're really bullish.
Sorry, what the hell is a minotaur?
It's a mythical Greek creature. Devours children. It's half man, half bull.
Will it charge?
Only half price. With an NUS card. Just joking. It eats children for free.
Fascinating creatures, actually, minotaurs. You'd think they'd behave like cows, but they always want to be the centre of attention, and they don't travel in groups. You might say they like to be seen, but not heard.
This isn't a joking matter. Cows that eat children, it's completely unethical.
Well, Do you feed your kids hamburgers? Well then, maybe don't lean into the moral outrage quite so hard.
Bit of a straw man argument?
Oh no, he won't eat straw. Just the young meat. If you could wheel your children round in a wicker man, you'll be fine.
I can't believe what I'm hearing.
It's disgusting.
Oh, you're telling me. 0 table manners. We've given him a spoon, but he won't use it.
And how many children do get eaten?
Well, we're not supposed to say, but to be honest, the numbers are probably inflated. If any kids go missing and we can't find them, we tend to assume they've been eaten. It's not ideal, but it beats sifting through minotaur cack.
And if you do run into him, questions to avoid include, do you find cows sexy? What's Theseus like in real life? And does having hoofs or hands make it hard to wipe your bottom?
It does. He's very sensitive about it. But when all you eat are small children, it's tough to get sufficient roughage.
Can't we call the police?
We've got the number of a 24-hour emergency Matador, but the number's back in the ticket booth and it's 80 quid call-out charge.
Oh, besides, they'd never find us. Well, shame he didn't come earlier. The Minotaur would still be watching daytime TV. Absolutely loves it. Homes of the heifer, cattle in the attic, loose women.
It's his dream to meet Kerikatona.
I'm sure he'd be a sparkling guest. Wouldn't he be more suited to gored housewives?
We're going to die in here.
Sheesh! If it's going to be that much of a problem, just retrace your steps. If you didn't see him on the way in, you probably won't see him on the way out.
Of course. Oh, that makes total sense.
Brilliant. You had me so worried for a minute there.
Just follow the wool you used to mark your path. You know, like Theseus.
Wool?
You didn't bring wool? Oh, dear.
We didn't know we'd need wool.
Everybody knows you bring wool to a labyrinth.
Nobody mentioned wool.
I mean, it's just what you do before leaving the house, isn't it? Keys, wallet, wool. It's common sense. I mean, it's like going to a jelly party without a wooden spoon.
We're screwed. We're absolutely screwed.
Well, it's strictly against the rules, but I suppose I could let you have a map. Have you out of here in 2 minutes?
It's our only map, though. Well, then we'd be lost.
I'll give you 20 quid.
I really don't
50.
All right, here you go.
Now let's get the hell out of here.
Should I get another map for the next lot? I left the box just behind the hedge.
Half man, half bull. Total bollocks!
You know our next celebrity contestant from the reality TV show Saucepot Island. Welcome to the Wonder Wheel quiz, Terry! And what charity are you playing for this evening, Terry?
Chickens.
No, I've never heard of that one. What do they do?
They lay eggs.
Ha! I'll do the jokes, Terry. So it's a charity like the RSPB.
No, just chickens.
They take care of sick and injured chickens?
No, I'm giving the money to chickens.
Wouldn't a registered charity be better, Terry?
No, cut out the middleman. I met some chickens and I thought, these girls seem to know what it's all about. It's chickens all the way.
Okay. Oh, okay, the producer is telling me to move on. You're just 10 questions away from the chance to spin that wheel. And the cash prize of £2,000.
That's a paltry sum. Chicken feed.
Mm-hmm. So, Terry, are you ready to play? Wonder Wheel. I'm sorry. Chickens. Chickens. Don't you think the RSPB would do a better job of this?
What do those mother cluckers know? Chickens. Final answer.
I'm I'm not sure we can allow that. I'm going to have to check.
I don't care if I have to ruffle some feathers. As my mum used to say, you can't make an omelette.
Without breaking some eggs.
No, you can't make an omelette, full stop. She's vegan. I bet you're one of those egg gobblers slurping down yolks left and right.
I enjoy an egg as much as the next person.
Crack addict.
What the hell is it with you and chickens?
It's the usual story. Like all teenagers, I was a keen pigeon fancier. Then a friend slipped me a copy of Barely Laying and introduced me to crackersforcloacas.com. I thought to myself now, those are magnificent peckers.
Cloacas?
Bird minge.
Oh, and that's how you caught the chicken bug?
Yes, salmonella. I was hospitalised for 3 weeks.
Aren't you worried about the bird flu stories in the news?
No, that's just cluckbait.
Do you think I want to be hosting a game show on a channel that nobody watches? Do you think I wake up each morning happy about my life? The one thing I have, the one grain of hope, is that some of this prize money, just some of it, goes to charity. That in some small way, the world gets a tiny little bit better every time I spin that bloody wheel, and you want to give the cash to chickens.
They're under constant threat from the military.
The military?
You hear all these horror stories about soldiers dipping themselves in eggs.
They're not real soldiers.
That's even worse. Imposters pretending to be our brave armed forces to infiltrate poor, defenceless eggs.
No toast.
To chickens.
The soldiers are toast.
They will be if they come near my chickens. If I win that prize money, they'll be armed to the beak.
The soldiers are made of toast.
Listen to yourself. You've lost it.
Right. First question. Name a flightless bird.
It's much easier when you're playing at home.
Are you kidding me?
Can I phone a friend?
I don't know. Is this friend a chicken?
I could tell you, but I think you're not going to like the answer.
Right. Let's phone a friend. Who are we calling?
Bertie Rooster.
Yeah, of course.
They must be out.
This is over. I'm done.
Can I spin the wheel?
No. Get off my set. Don't touch the wheel. Get your hands off the wheel.
You can stop the tape there. As you can see, Your Honour, my client has been deeply traumatised. He's been unable to continue working as a game show host.
I'm a broken man, Your Honour. I can barely leave the house.
Are you willing to stop sending threatening letters to KFC?
Yes, Your Honour.
And are you willing to stop dressing up as a fox?
I am, Your Honour.
Then you're free to go, on the condition that you seek professional help. Stop living in fear.
Are you calling me chicken?
No, I can't help wondering, whatever happened to that strange contestant?
Now, Terry, we've moved into the serious prize money. £1 million is riding on the next question.
That's not chicken scratch. £1 million would be a lovely nest egg.
Which bird has the call that's most easily heard across a TV soundstage? A penguin, B, an emu, C, an ostrich, or D, a chicken?
No, I'm not sure. Gosh, it's a lot of pressure. Can you repeat the question?
Certainly, take your time, Terry. Which bird has the call that's most easily heard across a TV soundstage? A penguin, B, an emu, C, an ostrich, or D, a chicken?
D, final answer.
Mr. Greaves, is it? Let's take your notes. You were referred by your GP following a mild but persistent burning sensation, chronic inflammation and a high temperature.
That's right, yes.
I mean, obviously we'll do the tests, but it seems pretty clear to me. You're suffering from a condition known as being on fire.
Oh, this. I've always been a little bit flamey.
Well, it is catching. The curtains, for one thing. Would you like me to refer you to the smoking cessation clinic?
Sure.
I see here that your GP prescribed some tablets. Have you been taking them?
They keep melting.
We'll try these.
What are they?
Marshmallows. Would you say that being on fire is impacting your quality of life?
Well, people won't sit next to me on the bus, and it's causing heated arguments at work.
Or what is it you do, Mr. Greaves?
I'm a firefighter, and please, call me St. John.
How many units of alcohol do you get through each week?
A couple of bottles of white spirit, and a bit of lighter fluid on the weekend.
I see. Well, St. John, the consensus within the medical community is that whilst you can make tremendous savings on your heating bills, being on fire is best avoided, except on special occasions. Cremations, witch trials, Wicker Man reenactments, that sort of thing.
Will it not just get better on its own? Burn itself out?
I'm afraid not.
What's the prognosis?
Long term? Charcoal.
Is there anything I can do?
Well, exercise is always helpful, as is a balanced diet and, of course, not being on fire. That's really the main one. Have you considered not being on fire? Most people do seem to manage.
I'm not sure I have the willpower for that kind of lifestyle change.
Well, there is a local support group. I believe they even have a pub football team, Man Ignited. They used to have a swimming team too, but I think that fizzled out.
Where do they meet?
Well, you know the burnt out pile of ashes that used to be the village hall? There. Why don't you try that? And I'll book you in for a follow-up appointment next week. Is that okay? I'd hate to put you out.
That's fine.
Oh, and if you have any burning questions in the meantime, just call reception. And before you go, given your age, you're due a routine prostate exam. Just pop your trousers over there.
Okay, sure, I guess.
Oh! Ah! Oh! 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 Fire in the hole!
This episode of Giggle Niblets was written and performed by Anthony Thomason, Gemma Dagner and John Duckworth, with additional vocal performances from Jim Gregory and Hayley Curran. The lead writers for this episode were Gemma Dagner and John Duckworth. Man on Fire was based on an original idea by Daniel Watson.